Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to Star's Train of Thoughts podcast, where we openly talk about stories and experiences about the random messes and realities of life. If you're looking for ways to equip yourself and basically survive this life, you're in the right place. I'm Star Encarnacion, your host.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another podcast episode. For this episode, I actually wanted to share with you guys my personal experience when it comes to postgraduate experience. What made me, continue on my education. Parang ano ang naka-contribute sa pag-motivate sa akin or inspire sa akin to continue my education. But of course, before I dive into talking about my postgraduate experience, I just wanted to talk about my college experience first. So I graduated high school in the year 2007. And syempre, nung panahon na yun, uso masyado yung nursing. And my sister actually graduated from nursing and took the board exam on the following year. Kasi ang gap namin ng sister ko is 4 years. So after siya nag-graduate ng college, ako naman yung nagtapak ng college. I also took up, or my mom actually encouraged me to take up nursing kasi yun yung uso, like this is where the money is, it's the trend. And parang maganda yung tanggap ng mga nursing graduates when it comes to working, when it comes to abroad, and when it comes to finances. So medyo yun yung path na napasukan ko nung college. And I was not really exposed to discovering myself early nung high school. Like I was just enjoying high school with my friends. I really did not take the time to discover my strengths, my passion, my hobbies. Hindi ko pa masyadong kilala ang sarili ko back then. So, nung college, I just went with the course that my mother recommended me, which is nursing. So, I took up nursing sa San Pedro College because it's where my sister also graduated. And then, for the first year, I was just attending classes. I wasn't even, getting good grades because I'm not really passionate about the course. And of course, when it comes to first year subjects, yun naman yung mga English, Filipino, Computer 101, 100, math, basic math, yung mga ganun na subjects. It really didn't spark anything in me. And here comes the summer. Parang yun yung challenge pag dating sa nursing when you come across the subject microbiology. And yung microbiology happened to be on our summer classes. So nung summer na yun, I was actually kind of lost kasi my best friend decided to shift. And in that class kasi, I only have one friend, like yung close friend. And my other friends were on another section. So in that class, I was with a best friend, and then she decided to transfer, like shift to another course in another school. Parang I took up that summer without her. I still have friends, pero syempre most of them were guys, and during break time, they would go to the computer shop, like games and internet and whatever. I'm left with spending time alone, and medyo blurry yun siya na memory, but what I remember is that parang I felt so lost and I didn't understand anything about microbiology. And okay, I'll be honest, it ended up giving me a failing grade. And that's when I decided, like, I consulted my mom that I can't find the passion in the course nursing. And here comes my other cousin who was getting back to college and trying out this course optometry. And my mother's side, my mom, my tita, my cousins, most of them are optometrists. And I really did not understand what an optometrist would do and what would be the career path, ano yung mga kailangan pag-aralan, because I didn't even know that the course is being offered here in Davao City. And all I know is that my mom graduated from this course. She got her degree in Central Escolar University in Manila. So for me, I didn't even think that it was possible for me to also take up that course. And here comes, learning about Davao Doctors College and MMFC offering this course. So it gave me another open door. Like, wow, I can take this pala. Parang I was in a straight path after high school, and then that path or that road was parang zigzag na siya, and it's not really giving me a great sense of direction for my life. And then here comes this other road, has a good light, has a great direction, as is gonna be a great direction for me. And then I took that. Yun, parang hindi siya heavy for me because I know that I'm not gonna be alone in that course. Plus another cousin na naman will take the course, and eventually tatlo kaming magpinsan on the same batch. Both of them are older than me, but alam mo parang secure ka because you have your ate and your kuya to guide you. Yeah, that's the reason behind how I got into optometry. Pag-transfer ko doon, I was supposed to be second year because tapos na ako first year sa SPC. And then most of it were minor subjects, same as most first years. But the thing is, yung curriculum nila is nagbago. That's why I had to take up first year again. And optometry is a course wherein it would take you up to 6 years before you can finish the course. Kasi may 2 years preparatory optometry, and then meron tayong post-optometry na 4 years. Para siyang dentistry na 6 years. May pre-dent and may proper dentistry na years or na level. Yeah, ganun yung aking college life. It ended up being 7 years in total. Then some issues in between. I had to take up 2 years of optometry in Cebu Doctors University. Then I got back here in Davao because my sister came back from the UK, and then mag-aral din siya ulit. So para lesser yung gastos, both of us were enrolled here in Davao na lang. So I graduated 2014. I also passed the board exam 2014. Before even passing the board exam, I was already offered to teach in Davao Doctors College. So parang wala pa ako nakapasa ng boards. I was already thinking that when I get back home here in Davao, I have this work, I will be able to teach. It was not actually my career of choice, but it was offered to me, so another door opened. Another opportunity was given to me, and I was not good at teaching. I'm not saying that I'm good at teaching ngayon, but I had yung fiery passion after passing the boards. As syempre, no review, parang you're bombarded with a lot of information, and that knowledge stuck, and you wanted to continue on and pass on the knowledge that you gained from the review. From 2014 going to 2020, I taught in Davao Doctors College, my alma mater. So I thought of giving back to also pass on the knowledge that I learned from being a student, from being an intern, from learning things from other schools as well. I wanted to pass it on to the students. Along with that, ganito, after kasi ng boards, I actually wanted to study medicine. But I felt guilty to my parents na it would be another challenge financially to our family. And at this age, like I was already 22 ba yun? No, 2014. I was already 24. So I felt like I was at the age na kailangan ko nang mag-work and offer help to the family. So I decided not to pursue that and just take trainings and seminars along the way. So parang I started to work, started to earn my own money, and it felt good. You can spend on things that you want based on the money that you earned because of your efforts, because pinaghirapan mo yun. So I enjoyed that. So I realized kung hindi pa ako makaaral ng med, and I still wanted to continue studying and earning additional degree, why not take masters? And then, of course, when you're in the academy, you're constantly being reminded or offered to take up master's degree in education, in kung ano yung in line or pwede sa path mo. So for me, the board exam was July 2014. The oath taking was September 2014. So along that, I started working. And then by November, di ba usually second semester November. So I decided to inquire in University of Immaculate Conception. They have this master's degree in business administration. So I realized that I wanted to study this because I'm also in line with the business industry as our profession kasi. When you're gonna practice or when you're gonna own a clinic, it's also partly a business. So I just wanted to study that as well as to learn more about the business side, not just the business, but also how to manage people, how to manage money, how to manage everything That's why I went with Masters in Business Administration. So I enrolled November in UIC because I think, I don't know, yun lang yung nakita ko na parang, yun lang yung nag-open up. Parang, oh, UIC offers this. And then I enrolled. What's funny is, I also went with getting a master's degree kasi alam ko ang classes is just once a week. So I can just allot my Saturdays for it. I decided to go on that and then I inquired, I paid my tuition, my deposit, ganito, ganyan. And then here comes the first day of class. And it's very funny because most of my classmates were, what do you call this? They are mostly from the bank, they are from the government, they are accountants, ganun ba? So they are like managers. Ako lang mag-isa yung under sa medical field. And it was funny because we have this subject na financial management. And it was so weird because I was the only medical student there. And our first assignment and deadline pagka next week agad is to analyze the financial statement of a bank. Like, what? Like, oh my gosh, parang na-feel ko na, what am I doing here? Why am I here? Kasi before, I really didn't think it through. Parang I thought of it like 60-70% pero without really preparing myself and really understanding what I'm gonna be dealing. So, I actually ended up not finishing that SEM. And hindi ko alam na kailangan mo palang bayaran lahat ang tuition fee. Especially if hindi ka na-drop. Hindi mo gi-drop. And, yeah, ayun. Nasayang yung money ko. And then, here comes, nag-offer ang University of Mindanao in consortium with Davao Doctors College with this MBA course majoring in medical entrepreneurship. So, wow! My colleagues and I thought of, this is a great opportunity, a great investment kasi it's leaning towards the medical field. We took it. Madami kami nag-start kami ng first semester. This is already 2015. So, nag-start kami ng first semester with 20 students and we graduated 8 na lang or 10 kami. And then this is really nice because most of my classmates are, medical doctors, nurses, head of the hospitals. I have 2 classmates who are optometrists, my colleagues. And yun, mostly are in the hospital or in the medical field. So, hindi ako ang nag-adjust, kundi ang subjects namin is realigned towards thinking about what if sa medical field, what if you're gonna open a clinic, you're gonna be opening a hospital. So, how are you gonna start up that business? Yung mga ganun na klase. And it's very mind-opening and I really enjoyed that course. Eventually, instead of 2.5 years, we ended up taking it for 3 years kasi naghintayan kami ng ibang classmates na may kulang pa na subjects and we all wanted to graduate together. That was 2015. And meron pang mga compre. And the compre was kind of funny. But praise God that we passed all the subjects. Kasi before you can continue on to your thesis or your strategic plan, you need to pass the compre examination, comprehensive examination, which comprises a few subjects, everything that you've learned for the past 2.5 years, and then you take up that exam. It was funny because meron major subject doon, accounting, and nagpa-tutor talaga kami sa isang accountant just for a day to help us understand how to solve. Imagine ang compre exam namin, nag-solve kami ng mga accounting stuff. That was such an amazing experience. It was difficult, but the people that you're with, and because you're passionate and you get to understand it in your profession, in line of your profession, made it easy. I was glad that I took that particular MBA kasi major in medical entrepreneurship siya. And it's a good thing na parang in consortium siya. Graduate kami ng Davao Doctors College and University of Mindanao altogether. The thing with this is that kami yung first batch nito na course. And unfortunately, wala na siya nasundan. Kasi parang I don't know if wala nang mag-enroll or wala na nag-continue ang consortium ng DDC and UM. So, ayun, nag-graduate kami by 2018. Yeah, I think there were 8 of us who graduated 2018. We graduated March 2018. And then, 4 of us by November 2018 we decided to continue on with our PhD. Kasi parang we got used to the business administration department, like yung dean, yung mga head doon sa department. We knew them, and then eventually they also have this PhD major in management that we can take also in relation with our MBA course. So we took that up. There was actually this argument or debate pa nga if we were gonna go with the DBA or the PhD. Mas favor siya doon sa path namin yung PhD. That's how we took up this course. And here comes 2020. It's already our second year of PhD classes. And I really enjoyed, especially nung mga 2019-2020 subjects namin, like yung global management, international studies, mga ganong subjects. That's when they required us to visit an international country. Yung pinili namin as a class is we went to Singapore as a class nung February. That was kind of fun. My second time there. And some of my friends and my classmates, first time nila. So I also helped with preparing the itinerary, which was fun. Ayun, yun yung pinaka-latest ko na travel before COVID happened. But it's fun kasi nag-continue pa rin ang classes online. We have this online platform ng so we have our submissions there. We meet once a week pa rin. But depende sa class or sa subject, merong iba na heavy ang submissions. Meron din iba na hindi gaano ka-heavy. Depende sa subject, depende sa professor. But altogether, madami ako natutunan both with my classmates, my professors, and even the guest speakers. And dissertation naman, after itong semester is we're gonna take the compre exam and then move on to the dissertation. We're gonna make a book about our, like, kung ano yung gusto naming i-pursue na topic or study. So, the dissertation is expected to finish like between 1 to 3 years. Depende sa kabilis mo, kagaling mo. And that's gonna be another challenge, but I realized that after I finish this degree, this postgraduate experience, I think I'm gonna take a break when it comes to pursuing, postgraduate degrees. Pwede naman ako mag-take ng mga trainings or mga online seminars and stuff. But ito, I think I'm gonna take a break or enjoy na muna without having to continue or having to deal with a lot of requirements. Kasi feeling ko parang ang hirap kasi i-balance na you're working and you're studying at the same time. Yeah, with the grace of God, nakayanan naman lahat. And I'm just so proud. I just wanna share it with you guys that my master's degree, my fellowship, doctorate degree, this PhD, I pay it on my own salary, my own allowance, my own money. So I'm very proud of that. Yeah, from the requirements, it's all my effort. It's very fulfilling at the same time. You can proudly say that you did it on your own, at your own expense. Yun lang naman yung aking experience, guys. So I actually asked sa IG stories ko, I did a poll kung what topic should I do next. Should it be post-grad experience or solo travel? The higher number of votes came from the solo travel. But since I just finished my weekend class from this final subject that we have for this semester, I decided to continue on with making this podcast episode. Looking back at it from all the years that I've continued studying and continue to study, it's really an amazing experience kasi you can't and you should not stop studying after you graduate lang from high school or college or whatever. Kasi not everything can be taught in those years. Kasi you still have a lot to learn, especially when you're out in the real world, when you're adulting, when you're doing things on your own, when you're managing money on your own, when you're managing people. That's a very challenging one also. So it's very fulfilling that what you learn in school, like in your master's or your doctorate degree, you get to be amazed that, oh, I experienced this and this is how I should apply this one, or yung mga ganong experiences. But not everything is relatable, especially if different kayo ng views ng professor mo or different siya na field. It's very challenging, especially just now, kanina lang, few hours ago, we had this webinar and a special guest speaker who was working at the bank. So she was sharing a lot about, on the eyes of the financial institution or in the banks. And it's very far, again, from my own thinking like I haven't even heard some of the terms. Pero that's what is great about it. Kasi you get to explore another world outside of your world, and you get to grow along with it. You get to understand more about other people's world. You don't stay isolated in your own world, in your own field. You get to appreciate and understand that there is a lot more in this world out of your world. It's a humbling experience kasi it reminds you that you don't know everything. That's why I keep on really studying or taking up courses. Kahit na ano pa yung courses, free ba yan? Or yung ibang mga learnings, may bayad. Yung training, international training, may bayad. It's always gonna be worth your money. Yun lang. And I think that's all. Easier siya because you have your colleagues and your friends that are with you. Like for example, ikaw, absent ka. Paano kung wala kang kilala doon sa class? At least, pag may emergency, meron kang matatakbuhan. You have a classmate who is in the same field as you. You're not alone. Like, hindi lang ikaw yung medical field, hindi lang ikaw yung nasa academe, hindi lang ikaw yung nasa government, yung nasa bank. Madami kayo, like, you share and exchange experiences and stories. For me, I get satisfaction when I earn another new information, when I gain knowledge, when I gain wisdom. It's one of my things that I enjoy. It's one of my passion. Kasi one of my top strengths is, I'm a learner kasi. It's my top 3 strengths. So I do enjoy learning. Yeah, there are good points and bad points and everything. So this is just me sharing to you my experience when it comes to post-grad experience. So I hope you enjoy this one, and if you have questions, feel free to ask me or message me. I'm really happy with the school that I'm in, with the profession that I chose, with the course that I took, the degree that I have chosen. So depende tayo, iba't iba tayo ng timeline, iba't iba tayo ng field to take on, but it's nice that you explore outside of your field, diba? And it's always gonna be a challenge, and there's always difficult times. There will always be happy times, easy times. There are also yung mga enjoy na mga moments, like you get to have lunch with your classmates outside, you get to travel with them, you get to spend like Christmas parties with them, you get to experience life with them and journey with them. So that's one great thing that I would cherish for the rest of my life. And it's one thing that you can also pass on to your subordinates, to your peers, to your friends, to your colleagues. So I'm actually proud of having to endure this difficult and challenging journey. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this podcast episode. If you have any questions you'd like to ask me, if you're doubting or if you're interested in getting your master's degree or doctorate degree, feel free to chat. Feel free to message me, and yeah, that's it. Bye!